Melissa Bavent stalks the outskirts of Rome, taking in her new territory. All the lives within now live to serve her unknowingly. It will take time for the blood of Bavent to take root here, but from this position of power, Missy can secure a future for herself and for those of the blood. The unification of Italia is nearly complete, yet the remnants of the Sea of Shadows still need to be cast out. The territories that do remain shall be easily crushed under Bavent boots, and with this foothold secure, Missy and Pecs can finally turn their attention to the north, to Britain and what remains of Hexham. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, Princes of Darkness, where our territory has been divvied out all across Italia. Right now, that kingdom hasn't actually been created yet. We are just the kingdom of Sicily. We're not going to be changing things here yet because we're probably going to make our main kingdom title something different from Sicily. But before we get going today, we're going to be having a look at our court, and in particular our court positions, because we want to make sure that we have primogens for every different kindred clan that is represented throughout our domain. So, Cappadocians. Do we have any decent Cappadocians? You're terrible, so you would really give us some pretty negative effects if you were to be our primogen. I mean, yeah, you need better learning skill. We'll maybe try and shop around a little bit here. Zemitzi, also terrible. You would drop our natural dread down by a considerable amount. Now, Gangrel Primogen. Okay, we get an extra knight from you. And I think we are going to go for the Countess here. Although in saying that, they are already a powerful vassal. Maybe we want to go for Arianwe here, who is a champion of ours. And I didn't realize how old you were. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're ancient. You've been around for a long, long while. Okay, yeah, you know what? You are our new Gangrel Primogen. As for the Nosferatu, we have a new vassal of ours who is actually right next to us in Rome, considered to be a powerful vassal even though he only has one territory. Yeah, not that powerful. And if we do turn you into the Nosferatu Primogen, you're going to give us negative effects to our scheme power. I think we're just going to have to try and see if we can get other kindred to join us here. We might also want to have a court physician. Arianwe would be better than having nothing at all. Let's go and appoint you to that position. And now, because we are actually considered a queen, we can have things like ladies in waiting and, well, we probably want to have a court tutor. Well, do we need to have a court tutor? Well, especially not if they're all going to be terrible. We can have a master of the horse and a master of the hunt. All these things are going to cost us more, but I do think it's going to be worth having some of these positions fulfilled. Like the Seneschal is a important position, and Velislava here, our most recent gargoyle recruit, is actually considered good at this. So getting better control growth across the board is going to be good for us. Well, if we can trust someone enough, we can have a cupbearer, a court poet, court musician. Yeah, I think we'd only go for someone like that if we know that they are going to be actually good at their job. Like Gautier here is poor, so no. You know what? I think we could help Pecs out here a little bit. We will make him the master of the hunt, and we are going to make our childer here, Guillaume, the master of the horse. Oh, and down here we do have the Bruja, Toreador, and Malkavian primogens still open, but we don't actually have any of those clans here in our court currently. So having a look at Rome itself, I do believe we get some benefits from having a few different types of primogen. Ventru, Nosferatu, Zemitzi, Gangrel we've got, and La Sombra we have as well. But yeah, we'll need to get some more champions, we'll need to get a few things, and we're also going to need to hold court before anything else. And while we are losing a lot of money right now, it's mostly because of our men-at-arms. We will have a look at getting that to balance out a little bit more as we go on. Oh, Velislava, our seneschal, is right next to us. Let's look at holding court. Let's see what these petitioners have to bring. First of all, Count Akos boldly steps forward and, without providing any context, proceeds in hushed tones. I would be willing to overlook my grievances if you were to revise my contractual obligations to the crown. Though rumored to be a fulcrum for tailored, or rather traitorous desires of greater autonomy in the Sicily, surely this is a charge Arcos would never publicly admit to. Well, we're not going to give anything to Arcos here in particular. we could imprison him. I don't think we're going to let him ease up on his obligations. Or see sense, knavery will do you no good. We're going to attempt it. Worst case scenario, the Liberty faction gets discontent. Oh, and we managed to convince Arcos he'll be unable to join any faction for 5 years. Well, that's nice. And now a traitor uncovered. One of my guards approaches with my courtier, Estefania, in chains trailing behind him. I caught Estefania here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in the Giovanni family. What should we do with her? Well, okay, the necromancer's unfortunate. Off with her head. Okay, it's a bit of tyranny. I forgive once, do not betray me. I have different plans for you. We have a fair reason. No one will think of us as a tyrant if we imprison her. Let's have a look at you. You're a little old at the moment. Yeah, you are a caravan master. Well, okay, I suppose not for all that long, huh? Straight up killing her is an act of tyranny, so we will imprison her for now, and we'll see where that goes. And finally, Pecs is here. The air is thick with anticipation as my brother, Court Mentor Pecs, approaches me. My lady, I come with grave news, but with a solution to fix the problem. It is becoming increasingly clear that the French and us are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. It is paramount that we show them that it is us who are the forefront of innovation. Okay, we could host a festival, which would give us a fair amount of prestige, but it would kind of decrease cultural acceptance. You know what? Yeah, sure. I could do with a little bit of extra prestige. That sounds nice. And our business here is done. And so with that, we're going to be going to war. Yeah, I know. Especially with our financial situation not being what it should be, that might be a poor plan. But we still have some champions that are ready to fight. And so I think we need to take advantage of the Sea of Shadows just being an absolute mess at the moment. So if we can get that to fly, that would be great. They are still allies of each other though. I think we are going to have to declare these wars simultaneously. We can look at seizing this county here, which would give us the county. And yeah, you don't have much going on there at the moment. You do have allies, and those allies are Rome. Well, ideally, Rome doesn't get pulled into this fight here. Ideally, we can finish this really quickly. That would be the ideal. We're going to start with that first of all, and then we're immediately going to start another war here against Claudius. And yet again, that can just be a de jure seize of, we're going to go for Apulia first. That will just leave this small territory down here that we'll have to try and clear up at a later date. And then down here in Sicily, we're going to be going for Enna. We'll be declaring war and we'll be seizing the duchy itself here. So let us declare war and see how all of this goes. We probably will still call our allies into this fight because I think that's going to be worthwhile. We probably should have raised up here to be able to try and finish that fight as soon as possible, but perhaps we'll just look at trying to finish things here first. So, allies, let's go and get them called into, well, I think we're going to have to do each of these wars independently. That is going to cost us a bit, but I think it would be worth it for us to get Verpus to help us out with those. Benjamin, you can sit this one out for now. And that's the last one there. Okay, excellent. Yep, their troops are raising there. We haven't had any word that Rome is joining yet. And oh, you're still over here because we literally only just finished the other war. So it's good to have them so close. That is our ally, of course. And Salerno is already under siege, so yeah, let's make this extra quick if we can. We may even split off a sieging force depending on how this fight goes. And oh, we can hertify a mortal. Narcissus, maybe we just hunt you first of all? You're gout-ridden and hunchbacked. I don't know how useful that's going to be. Let's just leave it for a moment. And perhaps we may just want to try and hunt in our capital here. Hunting for warriors hasn't gone so well for us. We could go for merchants or we could go for clergy. You know what? Maybe we want to do scoundrels here. It seems to be a random amount. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Okay, the first battle is done here. We have started sieging down this fort. It shouldn't take us that long to do. But then again, they are going to start taking some territory up here as well. And they do have some considerable numbers. Maybe we will let them take that territory, because right now, Salerno isn't actually considered our territory. And excellent. That is the first battle won. Let us enforce our demands here. Well, now, this has actually worked out quite well. I'm happy with this. So this is one of Montano's. So this is Montano's brother. Fantastic. Now, we used to be on good terms a long time ago. Yeah, you're fourth generation. Oh boy. I think we are going to want to try and keep you around. You are pretty decent at a number of things here. You're not considered a powerful vassal, but I mean, you're better than Pecs. Although in saying that, I think we want to keep Pecs in this position at the moment. At the same time though, he isn't considered a powerful vassal either. I suppose we could look at it, couldn't we? Oh, it doesn't look like we can, in actual fact. At least not yet. Very well, let's be on with it. Up towards Salerno we shall go. I don't think we're going to get there before they actually win this fight though. No. Unfortunate. So they're fighting their own fight over here, which is good. That's going to weaken them considerably. I mean, we could look at jumping in right now. Let's just see. We'll move to the forest. Oh, no, we'll try and see if we can catch you there. Our allies are a little bit slower at the moment, but I think this is, yeah, it's most certainly in our favor. Good job, Missy. And yeah, our ally arrived just in the nick of time. And oh, we've got a Montano here, a 6th generation Montano, the childer of Claudius. Well, it would be an awful shame if he were to go missing. We are wanting to go that little bit further. Wars are fantastic for getting fed, eh, Missy? So let's have a look at executing you. We're going to go for diablerie, and we don't actually have enough piety to do it. But I think we're going to go for it. Missy is kind of going off the rails a little bit here, but I think that want for power, that want to get closer to Cain, it's too strong now. And so we will go for it. And now Missy is 7th generation. And I think because of that, if we have a look here at lifestyles and then go across to Sanguine, yeah, we can finally get this stuff now. So we have to be 7th generation to start to pick up some of these advanced presence powers. And yeah, Ironclad Command. Let's go and grab that. Cooperation comes next, and then finally Phobia. And then I think after Phobia we can start making our way down these ones here. We need to be 6th generation to get that. We should be able to get Cooperation next, but yeah, we are moving up those ranks, Melissa. Okay, so we are going to move over here, try and see if we can retake the castle. Oh, and yes, we are on the hunt, aren't we? Well, I suppose we don't need to hunt, but this is more just to get a taste. Vengeful, Wrathful, Amalia, you're not young, but I think we are going to give you a taste and see what we get from you. Melancholy and Fleeting. We'll take a drink, but we'll leave it at that for now. And I think we'll continue trying to hunt. Let's go for Scoundrels again. Oh, and we should be a little careful. Our piety is dropping like a stone. Okay, there we go. We are now in control there. Let's go take them out again. We've caught them, and yeah, this fight's going to be over incredibly quickly. And that is yet another Childer captured. And you are 6th generation as well. I feel so sorry for Claudius. All his Childer just go missing after they're captured by Missy. Now, this can lead to just so many rumors starting to spiral out of control. That's what happens when we start to try and cling onto power, or rather, when we start to crave it. And it is descending us into a darkness that we may not be able to get out of. Our piety is on its way down. But that is 6th generation staring us right in the face. Missy grows in power yet again. My gosh. 91 dread and 54 prowess. moving up in the world. Now let's go knock you out of the fight if we can. This should be over relatively quickly. They're putting up a pretty good fight for having smaller numbers here. Oh dear. And the missing prisoner. Now, which one is this in particular? We can try misdirect. It's going to cost us a fair amount to do that, or we get a serious amount of tyranny. It would put us a fair ways into debt to misdirect here. Can we climb back out of that hole? Or is a minus 60 worth it? I'm not sure how fast our tyranny drops off, but that's a considerable amount of opinion loss. Then again, in saying that, Missy also does have quite a few bonuses just in general. Yeah, I think we're going to misdirect again. That'll be the last misdirection. After this point though, it is just going to have to be, well, we're going to have to start those threats. We've got another prisoner here. I don't know if we're going to be able to ransom you. Doesn't really look like it. And we do have a little bit of stress here, so we can attempt to lose that stress by, let's just go for, well, that would cost us too much. We'll just go for a general beheading, you know? That's fine. And I suppose we could have a look at ransoming off some of these prisoners to try and get a little bit of cash back at this stage. That'll have to do for the moment. Okay, an extra 50 gold, not bad. Looks like our allies are starting to try and move on our enemy's capital, and we've got some folks to look at yet again. Greedy, impatient, and paranoid. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I think we'll give you a shot. Oh, I think I chose the wrong person there. Arrogant, cynical, paranoid, but it actually worked out. Intense, choleric resonance. Okay, well, I think you're a new member of our herd. Yes, excellent. And I think, oh no, okay, our herd is full. We've won the siege here. Let's go and claim that territory and move on. Now, while we are doing those kinds of wars, we're actually keeping them as vassals, which is both a good and a bad thing, because I mean, look at that learning. That's incredible. Yet again, we don't seem to be able to add you into here just yet. But I think that we will be able to after things kind of settle down, and hey, we can get a new choleric perk. Wonderful. Uncanny Grip it is. There we go. Draught of Might comes next, which increases our knight's effectiveness, which is just going to be wonderful. Oh, Mood of the Clans. Okay. Well, they can feel marginalized. We don't have many, if any, so I'm not that concerned. And sure, you can siege that down again. That's fine. We're going to hit you where it hurts, where it counts, and then we'll finish you off and get that back. And I think that should be enough to be able to win this war. We're kind of having to chase them all over the show here, and our allies got into a spot of trouble there, but well, we're okay. We've got this under control. Yet another victory. All right, let's go for it. It looks like we might have to help our allies again here. Let's see if we can just station some besiegers. We can. The rest of us will move on to assist and save our ally from destruction. There we go. You know what? Let's actually keep the siege going here just in case. Oh, yeah, it does look like we'll actually need to. And I think we should be able to finish the siege before they win over here. Let's see. Oh, right, okay, sure, Pecs. Again, we can't say no to him because he does actually know our secret. And just like that, we shall enforce demands. And now, we'll disband these armies here. There is one tiny bit of territory that is left that is owned by Claudius. We did just get these two territories here, Bare, which used to be under the rule of Montano, I believe. The development's pretty good. Wow, even better in here, 17. I wouldn't mind trying to hold on to this territory, so I think we'll probably look at giving some others away. Bare, we're definitely going to give away. And Kona over here, I wanted to hold on to because it's got 17 development. Palermo has 19 though. And Malta, well, I mean, Malta has been home for the longest time. I can't give up Malta. And we can't give up Rome, so yeah, we're at a little bit of an impasse here. We might just have to look at giving them up. But the question is going to be to who? We could look at giving you some extra territory. I know that's super dangerous, but I think we could be friends, you know? And I really would like to have you on the council, even if that does mean that you'll be replacing our brother. Let's see, if I was to grant you these two titles here, would that make you happier? Yes, indeed, you would be considerably happy about that. Well, that's great, isn't it? We still can't make you our court mentor, but we'll have a look at doing that soon. For now, though, this is looking good. We only have this one little territory here that's still owned by Claudius. As soon as we can attack it, we will. But for now, we need to get this under control. And, well, we are going to be trying to refill our man-at-arms. That's going to cost us a bit, so we're just going to have to be in the negative for a little while here. And even more so, because our damn horse is sick. We need to keep that horse, especially after our Roman friend did so much to try and take it from us. Oh, a gift? I will take that gift, Baron Anthony. Fantastic, I knew we were keeping you around for a reason. Yes, you are the revenant child of our ghoul. Yeah, wonderful, I will definitely accept that gift. Oh, and it seems like someone is here in our court. What have we got going on? Contrived conflict. While sitting my throne, mulling this and that, a furor erupts. My personal champion, Garcienda, roars, "I know exactly what you meant, you knave! How dare you disrespect our queen!" Right in the face of a bewildered Baron Joffret. My sister-in-law, Countess Dario, quickly wades in to separate them, but the atmosphere has already been irreparably tarnished. But I didn't say anything of the sort, Baron Joffret blurts incredulously. I heard you with my own ears, Garcienda lowers back. I demand satisfaction for the slight against my lady. The Baron blushes and stammers. What? Come on, surely that won't be necessary. All look to me for my say on the matter as Dario keeps the two apart. Garcienda will defend my honor. Okay, a duel. I mean, yes. I mean, we could also, we lose stress. No, you know what, Garcienda? You can become his rival and defend his honor, and of course you win the duel. Wonderful job. Love your work. Our court grandeur has increased yet again, and having a look at our men-at-arms, they aren't fully replenished yet. So once that's done, I think we will actually be back into the positive. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the poor Duke has just lost so much territory. So much. Genoa has grown massively lately. Okay, yeah, I don't really feel sorry for you. At a scheme at court. I see. Someone is scheming against Euphemia? Not Euphemia. Euphemia, unfortunately, our ghoul, did get maimed, disfigured at some point. But you know what? You're rocking the look. You look great. So, let's have a look at you. You're our guest. Okay, you've got some prowess, but yeah, we haven't actually added you into our court yet properly. So, throw him in jail. It's a bit of prestige. Throw him in jail. Oh, rather, he lost prestige. That's fine. That's totally fine. No, we could do some extra prestige. Why not? And a notable guest has arrived. Claim on a county. And oh, okay, you're a Zadruga. You are a revenant, and you're strong. You're disloyal though, which is unfortunate. You do actually have some children. Basarab. We know that name. We know the name Basarab. I am tempted to try and invite you to the court. No? Okay. We could try... Well, you're already a ghoul, but we could make you our ghoul. I would be okay with that. You're friends with some interesting people. Okay. Yeah, okay, so Basarab was the first name of our champion here, who also is a Zadruga. And we can invite some champions. Well, we don't have the gold to do it, but I am going to invite them all the same, because we might be able to try and find other ways to make use of them. Oh, I just realized why we can't make our new Duchess over here into our court mentor. It's because we're not of the same belief system. So we might want to try and do that. Okay, you might accept. You might ask for something in return. I mean, it's not a great chance. And you may also continue to practice it in secret, which isn't great for you to be our court mentor if that is the case. We should also address the elephant in the room as well. Like, we are very much straying away from our religion, so we may want to try and consider another. I mean, honestly, you know, worshipping the old pantheon of the Greeks and Romans kind of fits with us being in... well, where we are, and it is a pretty common religion throughout all of here. If we were to convert to this faith, that would really throw a spanner in the works, but we would have a few others. Oh, that's rather expensive. We'd need a fair amount of piety to be able to do this, but I do think that's something that Missy would want to move towards. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people that don't convert, but I think we could get that to work out. And also, you're already of that faith, so yeah, you wouldn't need to convert. That is a massive amount of piety though. Well, we're going to think about that one. And the first of the champions has arrived. 13 prowess. We'll sleep on that for now. Oh, fantastic. And we've got Count Marcu here, who has arrived in our court to pay homage to us. Excellent. Okay, we get more renown and we get some more court grandeur. Okay, I will accept your display here. Okay, so you're from all the way over here. Right, okay. Let's try and stay friends then. Who do we have here? Well, first of all, a loyal retainer. Excellent. Okay, we can reward you. We'll be spending a little bit of prestige to get you on our side, but that's fine. Yeah, you're not much of a champion either, are you? Okay, so let's reward your service. You're now a champion of ours, empowered by our blood. And just like that, we have a person of interest. And it's been a while since we've had a person of interest. And okay, I mean, like, not bad, but that prowess could be a lot better, couldn't it? You are a Moroccan prince. Ambitious, diligent. I think we're going to pass you by for now. Let's see. Where did you end up, though? You ended up... Tremere. I see. Well, that prowess turned out okay after everything. And I guess that's the thing. Yeah, if we were to turn you into a kindred, you would be, what, 7th generation now? Atreus was the one who turned you, though. Impressive. And our final champion. Someone that I would really like to get, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford. You're a caitiff as well. You are a lunatic, which is unfortunate. I do wonder, we may be able to get you another way here. I think we may want to have a look at our vassals and see if we have any vassals that are yet to be hitched. I mean, same thing goes for courtiers as well. Like our Gangrel Primogent here, let's see if we can't find someone who will be a good fit. We do need to make sure that they are unlanded, and I think at this stage we are still going to be wanting to look for people who are high in prowess, and wow. The Blood Saint. Quite the look there. Your Nosferatu. I would like to have you in our court. I mean, especially with that kind of prowess. A Nosferatu and a Gangrel. Okay, it's an interesting mix here. I mean, Stefan here is a looker for sure. And are you human? No, you're most certainly not. You're Ventru. You're 6th generation as well. I would really like to have you. You know what? I think we're going to go for Stefan first of all, but I would also like to try and see if we can somehow win over the Blood Saint and get you to join us. We will send the proposal here. We'll see if that goes ahead first of all. It does. Wonderful. Excellent. And you are in our court, and you're now our champion. So, would we want to try and turn you into a Primogen? Let's have a look. Oh, we actually already have a Ventru Primogen in the form of Akos. Can we replace you? How dangerous would that be? I mean, Stefan is considered good. Akos is only average. If we were to swap you, it would cost us 300 prestige. At the same time, though, we get 20% more domain taxes with Stefan in here. Sorry, sorry, Akos. I mean, you did try and make a play earlier on today. That really backfired for you, didn't it? Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the rest of our courtiers, our champions and whatnot. Alexandru, okay, all right, so you're fresh. Who can we try and get to join us here? Again, we're going to be looking at prowess. You know what? Garcienda, yeah, I think you could be a good mix. Yes, let's have that be set up there. Missy, the matchmaker, yet again. Antonia, our 10th generation Cappadocian. Okay, let's see who's around. Oh, the Blood Saint, a Cappadocian and a Nosferatu. Okay, yeah, let's set that up. And it looks like it has gone ahead. Wonderful, okay. Yep, you're now a member of our court and you are our champion. That's some really nice prowess you got there. Okay, so Nosferatu Primogen, let's see. Oh, you would be poor at the job. Is it better than nothing? Yeah, your opinion goes up, our personal scheme power goes down. I think it's just because your intrigue is not that great. This is going to cost us 300 prestige if we are to revoke it later. You know what? We do need to have a primogen though, right? Having a look here, yeah, it'll give us a decent bonus. Okay, yep, make it so. Make it so. So we also need a Tzimisce primogen, and I think that's it. I mean, like, it would be good to have the others for sure. Oh, hang on. I didn't realize that you were a Malkavian. Well then. Okay, I mean, that's going to give us extra opinion with you, and it's also going to lessen our stress gain overall. You are our Malkavian primogen. Okay, Trifosa. You're an impressive kindred, and you've been around for a fair while. And then finally we've got Gautier here, who is a Thurgist. Let's have a look. Not many great options for you, really, and that's fine. I feel like our court's looking pretty good after all of that. Oh, and we've got a martial perk here that's just waiting for us. So, what direction do we want to go in? I mean, hit and run sounds pretty good, so I think we're going to go for it. That or enduring hardships. Hard rule, maybe, because I feel like that will help us squash any potential rebellions going forwards. And with how big our territory now is, we're going to really need to keep an eye on those things. Gone fishing. My champion Euphemia stops me in the corridor, grinning from ear to ear. In her hands are 2 fishing poles. Come fishing with me today, my liege. I promise you will love it. Sure, let's go fish. We catch a giant fish. Excellent. Euphemia is pleased. How wonderful. It looks like we can hold court yet again, but before that, my champion, Basarab, known for his interest in venery, brings me rumor of beasts spotted in my realm. The county of Enna. There's excellent hunting to be done there. Interesting. Okay, so I'd like to do some hunting there, but of course we're going to need some coin to be able to do that, and we may be losing some coin because we're about to hold court. Okay, let's see what we have going on. Cost us prestige to get things going, but we'll see how this goes. Right, the day of truth. My lady, my childer and heir, Duchess Shajar, takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. You should send surveyors to question your subjects about every property, its name, owner, extension, and value, and how many people and animals live there. Please, my lady, allow me to oversee the matter. Your champion, Velislava, speaks up. We could let Velislava take care of it, which would cost a lot. Yet again, okay, gain extra taxes, or it's not worth it. That's a considerable loss, but it could come back to help us. It'll take some months to complete. It's more debt, I know, but we're going to take it right now. Oh boy. Oh, Munificent Queen Militia, I am also the Ravenna, and I've travelled far to ask your aid in righting a great injustice. The man in front of me bows deeply before continuing with his well-rehearsed plea. Count Gratiano currently sits on the throne of Verona, but I am the true and rightful heir of those lands. Sorry about the accents, I know they don't 100% fit here. I was just going off of this look. If you aid me in pressing my claim, I shall swear fealty to you. Ooh, okay. I mean, could pick up the county of Verona. It's a beautiful day for a war. You know what? Yeah, sure. Sure, let's do it. My sister-in-law, Countess Daria, approaches me shrugging like she often does. My lady, I have a brilliant idea. How about we host a fair or perhaps even a festival for the common folk to expose them to one of the different cultures in our beautiful kingdom? Daria explains her idea further until she realizes that she's dangerously close to over-explaining it. It'll cost money, but it'll help foster a more positive relationship between our people. Yeah, okay. That's more coin. It's more coin. We can't really... I know we just spent a lot before, but I'm hoping that that does come back to help us eventually. And plus, I don't actually think we can declare a war while we are in debt like this. Oh, but we're straight into war. That's fine by me. Let's raise those troops and let's get them marching. And that's a considerable number. And they've already started sieging over here. Oh, okay. We could get along well as friends. Yeah, you know what? We need some friends out there. Let's bond over our distaste of someone. And we're going to be landing right on top of the enemy here. So this should be a pretty quick fight as far as we can see. They've got some ghouls in their army and we managed to capture, let's see. Ooh. Fifth generation. Our luck today. Our luck. Well then. Well, let's head to the prisons here and see. Now we could ransom you for 10 gold. Or we could lose even more piety and become 5th generation. Intense sanguine resonance. Oh boy. Melissa, that's a new sanguine perk for us as well, which I think we should be able to get pretty much right away. So let's see. It's going to be cooperation. Yes, peace acceptance goes up as well because we're just that better at manipulating others. Man, Missy's got a lot going on inside of that head of hers now. And Akos has finally made a faction against us. I guess it's been 5 years. A dissolution faction. Well, I'd say good luck to you. They don't even have a commander here now. And thankfully, back in Rome, it looks like our control is better than what it was. We'll go and try and improve our control across the board. Let's go for Ancona next. Oh, coveted claim. Gautier, my courtier, frets all day, evidently attempting to find the right words. So he's screwed up. Claudius has some kind of claim. Or, yeah, he's calling us the illegitimate Queen of Roma. Okay, I'm fine with us becoming rivals, but then again, we may get him as a vassal. Do we even want him as a vassal? No, I think we'll just fight him for the territory, so I'm fine with him being a rival of ours. We need some of those, don't we? Yeah, just to keep things interesting. The siege of Verona is undergoing, and we are considerably in debt now. Oh, and Euphemia died. Euphemia died how? Under mysterious circumstances. Well then, okay. Damn. Well, Basarab, I was trying to find someone new for Basarab to bring to the court, and, hello there. You're a changeling. You're Fae. How interesting. That's a rare sight. And you know what? Let's see if we can organize something there. It seems like the marriage would be accepted. Okay. But yeah, Euphemia. Damn. That also means that we are lacking someone to be a part of our herd. Would we want to herdify you? Arrogant, sadistic, greedy? I mean, yeah, sure. Gautier? Excellent. The marriage has been accepted. And we have won. Let us go and enforce those demands there. Disband our troops. And we have some new territory up here in Verona in the form of our Ventru vassal here. Censor also of the Eternal Senate. I see. Oh, and Landolf is our nemesis. Well, that's fun. How are you doing, by the way, Landolf? He used to be down here, I believe. Oh, he still is. And it looks like he's being sieged currently. Well, that sure is unfortunate. I did just notice up here, the Giovanni family are getting closer to us at this stage. The patriarch of the family seems to be ruling from here now. Yeah, and we're uncomfortably close, I would say. I don't really want to push our border much further than here. I mean, I'm happy with everything that we've got going on. We pretty much have everything within the territory apart from these few little spots here, which we could try to secure. And it shouldn't be that difficult for us to do so because, I mean, the Duke has next to no troops left to his name. Unfortunately, though, we can't declare war while we are so badly in debt. Oh, and it does appear that Verpus might be seeing someone else currently. You know what? Sure, it's been a little while since we've spied on anyone, so let's start spying. Oh, and another gift? I will take that gift. Yeah, I'm happy with our relationship improving. And our herd grows. Okay, well, what do you got going on there? Choleric resonance. I'll take that. Fleeting, but it's better than nothing. Oh, and it's the end of Boreas's life. You know what? I think it's finally time to end our years as a horse girl. Yeah, it is done. And, oh, our Scourge uncovered a secret. I see, a lover's secret. Unfortunately, I don't think we can try and see if we can get away with blackmail. Okay, or not. It's not enough to go off of. Oh, and you're one of Verpus's childer, I see. And, yes, our latest vassal, we can look at bumping up these feudal taxes if we were to use the hook that we've got here. Let's modify that contract. Oh, and a few things. First of all, we lost our horse. Unfortunate. The Duke has lost a title though. That's great, that's fantastic. But one of our herd members passed away. So yet again, we are going to have to find another. So let us go for a hunt. I think we are just going to go for warriors though. We've got a bit of prestige, we can spend that. Oh, espionage. Lovers. While performing her duties as my scourge, Countess Viorica has uncovered a secret held by my husband, pack member Verbus. My very own husband has taken dictator Natalia as a lover. Well, I don't blame him. We have been trying to get a better alliance for a while though, so we're going to keep that knowledge. Unfortunately, yet again, we can't use it as a goddamn hook. And there is still no easy way for us to break things off. It does look like, at the moment, we have a chance to potentially diablerize him. We don't want to do that directly. What we need to do is just kind of get him to come to our court, even if he is going to be a guest. And really, if we can just get one of our mind powers to work, we should be able to summon him. So we're going to try an entrance. Oh! And our childer is here to pay us some gold. Okay, showing his loyalty. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, spending a bit of prestige, but we gain prestige, court grandeur, and we get some more renown for our dynasty, which it's getting better and better. That dynasty, though, has been under the control of Pecs for quite a while, and I think we may want to try and do something about that. Courtiers gained a court trait. Well, that's fun. Diplomatic courtier. Well, okay then. Yes, that's right. We do have a diplomatic court, believe it or not. I think we're going to give Agostina a try here. So, let us hunt you for your blood. And it's a negligible sanguine. So, we'll drink a bit and leave it at that. But I think we'll probably try and keep on hunting. Oh, and another one of our herd died. So we really need to try and get a few. Time to get hunting. Looking at a good mix of traits here. Arrogant, paranoid, just. Let's go for Sylvana. Intense, choleric. Wonderful. Okay, let's add you to the herd, and we're going to have to keep on hunting for yet another. Okay, entrancing Verbus. So, what are our chances here? Diplomacy. Let's see if we can improve that. His diplomacy ain't great, so we're going to do a blood surge, and let's become more charming. Blood surge 5 now. That's going to give us an additional 5. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we can rouse here as well. So that'll give us a 69. That'll give us a 77% chance. It'll give us a little bit of stress. I think we go for it. Come on, come on. He's entranced. Fantastic. That is some good news. So he gets a plus 50 opinion now. And I think because we've done that, we should be able to attempt to summon him. Well, we should be able to. We don't seem to be able to right this second. So having a look at summon, we should be able to summon a vampire who have previously used awe, entrancement, or majesty, or who has tasted their blood at least once. We did just use entrancement. We could also try a mesmerize, potentially. Let's set that up. It's an 86% chance of success. Okay, callous, vengeful patient. I think we're going to give Lionel a go. Negligible choleric. Okay. It is better than nothing. I think we'll go for it. We'll probably keep on hunting and we'll try and remove him from our herd if we find someone that is better. But for now, that's given us access to a new choleric perk, Draught of Might. As a Draught character interaction option, you can gift someone with your supernatural strength. That sounds pretty freaking nice to me. So I do wonder if that's something that we can do directly to our champions. Also, Acclaimed Knight, I think you did inherit something, didn't you? Ah, I see. You're the new champion of the Hind, and what a good fit. You look like such a menace. All right, yes, but gifting our strength. Wow, 40 prowess. That is impressive there, Gulam. You've done a lot. 22 prowess and 34 over here with Barad. Offer Draught. Yeah, it does seem like something that we can do here. Draught of Might, Elegance, Endurance. It'll give him an extra 3 prowess. It'll make us hungrier. I'm okay with that. Yeah, only a little hungrier. And we can get a new Melancholy perk. toughness, extra prowess, resistance to diablerie, good stuff. Oh, and we get a new fortitude character interaction. All vampires with this power exhibit an innate ability to ignore the damage that would otherwise inconvenience and disable others of their kind. With this perk, you'll be able to soak injuries using blood to prevent yourself from being wounded. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, dominating Verpus. What are our chances here? They could be better, couldn't they? Do we have an ability to surge our blood again? No, it's too early, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to take the risk. Rouse the blood, exert my will, I am the master. 61% of a chance for him to do a favor for us, and we succeed. Excellent. Blood, we want blood, so we get a weak hook that we can use. To use your command, use the command puppet character interaction. Okay, alright. Now what do we want him to do indeed? Okay, we'll have a look at those in a moment. But Verpus, let's see here. Command puppet, I see. We can ask him to give us gold, which is going to give us 31. Tell me a secret, break the masquerade, kill mine enemy. I mean, this would work very well if we could find or use the spy master against him. How about you just tell me a secret here? Oh, lover's secret? Nah, I think we'll just hold on to the hook for now. Vittori, let's have a look at you. Drink your blood. Phlegmatic. It is intense though. It would be nice to have a little bit more. Let's take a lot for the moment, and then I think we'll just have to have a look at trying to remove someone from our herd. Okay, negligible choleric, I think you're probably going to go. Oh, we could actually try and just increase. There's a chance it could go either way. Right now it is negligible. We could get it up to fleeting. I think we give it a shot. I honestly, I think it just stayed as negligible. Okay, we're a little hungrier because of it. We shall release you from our herd then, and we are going to herdify Vittori. Ooh, exposed, playing the courts. Ruling has become surprisingly harder lately. The mortals have come up with new laws and several changes that have been a thorn in your side. You didn't think about it much for a long time, but an agent of yours reported that the local mortal ruler has a new advisor, and this one seems to know a lot about you. Removing this man violently would be unwise, as he is a well-known figure of mortal policies, but you could discredit him, or outplay him at his own game of influence, or you could just lay low for a while. Mortals will be mortals after all. I love a good challenge. It could go bad. Outmaneuvering will be good. Nothing will happen. There's a chance it could go really bad. We could stay hidden for a while, which is not good. Running from responsibility is bad. Broken authority, even worse. So it's diplomacy. Can we boost yet? Can we surge? No. And damn, our diplomacy was up before, but yeah, it's not going to stay up that entire time. Okay, we love a good challenge. Total victory. We are so lucky. Oh no, okay. They're rolling in at the moment. Rage Frenzy. All vampires have a beast inside them, an animalistic force of malice, rage, and hunger. When kindred lose control, the beast overcomes them, taking the leash and pursuing its base desires, whether they are revenge, blood, or safety. Kindred of your path attempt to fight the beast, to keep it locked inside you, to deny it control. Your beast has been provoked by the rage you're feeling now and is trying to break free. The edges of your vision redden as you hone your sight on what crossed you. Your fists clench painfully as you try to hold yourself. If there is a time to fight the beast, it is now, but letting it solve the problem for you would be so easy. Succumb to the frenzy. Let me show you true satisfaction. We'd lose stress, but we'd also lose a lot of piety. Fight the frenzy, or fight the frenzy with all of your willpower. There's a 15% chance that it takes over. Willpower may be used, resulting in stress gain. I think we just attempt to fight against it right now, and it seems like all went well. Good. Now, because we do have a little bit of masquerade exposure, we should probably deal with that. So we shall cover up the masquerade, and we'll make them think that we are their god. We'll cover up the masquerade. Thankfully, we didn't get any hungrier there. Oh my gosh. Pecs finally has a decent childer. 18 prowess, not bad. Celerity, fortitude, potence, it's a good mix. Excellent. Vittori shall join our herd with that intense phlegmatic resonance. You're most welcome. We have another martial perk we can pick up now. Mercenaries costing less, enduring hardships. I think we're going to go and pick up Hit and Run now. And honestly, I think we may want to try and switch things into stewardship now, because golden obligations would be rather nice. It could get us out of the hole that we're in right now. We're going to go for wealth focus to begin with, and we'll see if we can't pick that up eventually. It is going to take a while before we can get there, though. It looks like we've got a little bit of experience there, but no, it's going to be a while until we can unlock that, I think. And we have yet another opportunity to hold court. We are going to avoid spending coin wherever we can at this stage. But we'll see what we have ahead of us. The next petitioner is an extremely angry Count Akos. With the briefest of deference shown, Akos relays some of my knights, led by Baron Leduc. Apparently they've passed through his territory recently. They've looted, pillaged, and despoiled villages and farms in Sirte. An absolute travesty. Offer compensation. My warriors march in the defense of all of us. We lose some stress because we are raffle. And, well, Akos has been, he's been a little bit of a pain, hasn't he? Yes, we'll go for that first option there. Okay, next up, I recognize the petitioners immediately. Count Marginado and Countess Dario, a pair that are well known for their intense rivalry. Worryingly, they are not arguing with each other. My lord, begins Marginado, I have to tell you that the people are intensely dissatisfied with your Verpus. We fear that his recent behavior is not becoming of a good and loyal pack member, Verpus. We demand that you do something about it. Well then, we could intimidate them, say that we'll speak to Verpus on their behalf. You know what? I think we'll just intimidate them to back down. We'll deal with our own problems. A hero of the frontier. Over the last few days, I've heard tale of a mighty hero of the peasantry who has won their hearts and minds through incredible deeds and matchless bravery. I see. He helped defend them against raiders. Well, how good of you. Wow, 20 prowess? Fantastic. You're unlanded at the moment? A place in my household? Okay. A position worthy of their skill. We grant Ulbard, a county currently held by Orso. Ooh, is that like the only territory that he has? I think quite possibly. Let's have a quick look at you. Yeah, it's the territory that we just helped you receive. Okay. You're a vassal and champion, 16 prowess. I mean, that would piss him off, but it would make people happy. All vassals lose 10 opinion of you. Okay. We can't afford the gold right now, and we don't want to imprison him. Honestly, I think that you're a candidate for the Embrace. Getting a nickname the Fearless is pretty great, but yeah, we can't afford that. I think we're just gonna have to make an offer. There we go. Congratulations. And yeah, people are gonna be a little upset for a little while there, but yeah, I think that you're gonna be a good fit. That is, if we can actually embrace you. Okay, that territory isn't his? Wait, where did you go then, if you didn't get that territory? We do not have him marked as a vassal. That is absolutely bizarre. We just have this 10th generation caitiff here now, who was not here before. I think something strange occurred there. Are you at least a courtier? Nope, he's just disappeared. Well, that's unfortunate and frustrating. I was just having a think as well. I'm intrigued what kind of blood we'd be able to get from a changeling. So we're gonna try. Also, I think we're gonna try and do something about Akos. He's got a fair amount of gold at the moment. I want to try and see if we can maybe mesmerize and get you to, pay up. And unfortunately, our court grandeur has decreased a little bit, and that's probably due to the massive amount of debt that we've been dealing with. And acute sanguine resonance. Well then, I feel like we're gonna have to add you into the mix. That is great. Weakened, but she will be fine, and that'll give us a fair amount of hunger back. Nice. Okay, yeah, hang on. We got to 0 then? That shouldn't be possible unless we kill. Unless, of course, changelings give us more. Now I'm really intrigued. Okay, so we're gonna have to drop someone from our herd again. So who are we gonna get rid of? We've got fleeting here, intense, more intense, and intense up here. Okay, Gautier, I think we're going to have to release you from our herd, which can cause the masquerade to get endangered. It didn't here, that's good. And yeah, immediately it wants us to try and herdify her, although in saying that, let's go for that first. We'll go for Akos after. Ooh, Dante. Like, the Dante? I think yes. Although your court and your peers don't understand it, you have become quite fond of a recently published epic called The Divine Comedy. It has something that reaches deep into your soul, especially in your condition, as if the author knew more than a mortal should about gods and demons. This man, Dante, is quite down on his luck right now, having been exiled and forsaken by most of his old political allies. It is unlikely that anyone would mind if he was to meet an unfortunate accident, and then you could bring him to your court and have the answers you seek. After all, an immortal life should be enough time to understand the divine. Okay, I think we're going to try and pull some strings here, see if we can get Dante to our court, and let's hope that we have the supreme poet, because that would be great. A competitor? Really? Is this going to be more debt? I mean, oh no, let's just take him as a rival. I'm okay with that. The Eastern Lords? I mean, how bad could it be having you as a rival? I think we're going to make the choice before we see just how bad. We gained a rival. Indeed we did. Okay, let's see how big their territory is. Oh, it's considerable. It's very large in actual fact. Okay, that's fine. It's splitting up the Giovanni family at the moment. Okay. Well then, Dante, let's have a look. Embrace. Yup, we can start it. And, yeah, okay. I think you're going to be a really, really good fit here. Ooh, Leviathan. Oh, now this is a good chance for us. It behooves a queen to spend time at sea, with the salty air in her face and a fine vessel beneath her feet. Today seems to be my personal craft and a small escorting squadron out for drills, practice and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court when we spotted a distant plume of water followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all the depths, a whale. So, get the harpoons. What a grand quarry. 300. And our prowess is so good that we can't really fail at this. The gods smile on us this day. We are no longer in debt. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to have to do a lot of work to improve our control across the board, but that is massive for us because we can finish up a few wars that are around here still. Now, we could go for Countess Dario's claim here, give her the territory. I wouldn't be against that. He does still have a fair amount of forces. We have Theodora's claims as well, apparently. We could also seize it as our de jure claim, but no, I think we're going to go for Dario here, our sister-in-law. Let us declare that war there, and I don't think we want to declare any others right this second, although again, in saying that, we could also... no, we can't claim that territory there. Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. Have we been spreading up here? I feel like we've been spreading up here. Pecs, are you... Duchy? The Duchy? You're not a duke yet, are you? Yeah, no, you're a duke now. Okay. Well, I'm impressed. He's been doing his own thing up here. He's been capturing territory. That's why you have 6 over your regular holdings. Okay. He's been very busy. I'm impressed, brother. I am. All right, but let's raise this army up for now and start to march. And right now, those numbers are looking pretty small. So hopefully we can get there before too much happens. Unfortunately, some of those clans are going to feel marginalized. They'll just have to deal with it for now. Additional taxes? Are you kidding me? Wonderful work. Things are really starting to look up for us. Now let's chase our enemy here. I think we should be able to catch the Duke without too much trouble. He is leading his army here. There's a chance we could catch him or someone else from his house. 6th generation, unfortunately, we're 5th. We're already beyond actually being able to gain anything from eating this one here. We could always try and ransom them back though. Let's see, ransom 30 gold. I'd say that that's worth it. We're going to start sieging down here and then we'll siege down the real property. Actually, what we can do is just station besiegers and then move over here. that will work better for us. That first siege is nearly finished. It looks like it's probably all the mangonels that we left there, so that definitely helped. And we could finish it right now because of our ability to get peace without being at 100%. But I think we're just going to stick this out and siege down the castle. And growing the herd. Very, very nice. Okay, that's acute resonance is such a find. Oh, okay. And a culture has diverged, and there's something going on in our court currently. Well, the siege will have to wait. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, nothing currently. Oh, an inspiration. I see. Dante has the book inspiration and wants to write about scholarly materials. 700 gold, Dante? Really? Sorry, buddy, that ain't gonna happen. We're not that kind of kingdom, at least not yet. But now we shall embrace Dante. We're going to be down so much piety, but it's worth it. Into the darkness we go, and we can get a phlegmatic perk at the same time. So, Dante, how are we looking after all that? Well, you're 6th generation, which is fantastic. Your presence dominates celerity. Okay, good, very good. We will keep him close, but with some liberties, I think. And we could also try and find him a good spouse now. Let's see. Alliance power, maybe? Oh, and it looks like it's all very close to us. So, no powerful alliances, but in terms of prowess, interesting. Masha, 7th generation, 32 prowess. You are sadistic, wrathful, and zealous. So it'd be hard to kind of get you away from, being of the Fiora's belief. You're a Zemitzi? Okay. Yes. Dante, happy wedding. Excellent. And it's our vassal down in Sicily, the dutiful sire, yes. And the siege is over. Let us enforce our demands. So be it. And now, excellent. That territory now belongs to Dario. Did you get this territory as well? Looks like you did. Excellent. And we've got a favor hook on her now, which we may be able to kind of claim down the line. She does know one of our secrets, though, I'm pretty sure. All right. Let's disband those troops. And, it's been a while. We can host an Elysium. They can be expensive, but they can also be vital to us going forwards. I think it's worth that 200. But before we do, let's have a look at our traits. Phlegmatic. So, mass manipulation. You can recruit maniacs as men-at-arms. That sounds fun. The creation cost is a little expensive. Deep memories. You can now change all personality traits and the sexualities of your ghouls and herds. The personality traits? And then conditioning. By dominating a person several times within 10 years and using a command to reduce free will, the vampire can eventually make them the ideal servant, giving them a strong dominate hook that cannot be resisted. And this can be maintained with further dominate commands. I think we're going to go for mass manipulation to begin with here. And yes, let us host the Elysium. It looks like we could try and haggle a little bit to get something to impress our guests. I think we're just going to say it's perfect the way it is. That'll do just fine. And mentoring. One of your courtiers has noticed your child taking his first steps into the night, probably looking to get some favors from you. He's proposed to give some pointers to your protege. This may be helpful, as even the most talented individual needs some time before adapting to Cainite conditioning. You could participate as well, hopefully gathering some experience in the process. I see, so Stefan is going to teach a thing or two. Okay, intrigue and learning, you will do it and you will do it for free. There's a 50% chance that we could get it to work. I will participate as well. It would cost us. There is no need. You know what? I'm happy to give him 50 gold for that. Although in saying that, I think we might need some of that. Getting your learning higher, though, would be fantastic. Fine, here's your gold. We'll take that favor hook as well. And now we have a helping hand from Baron Leduc. His head isn't in the game tonight. He's been the talk of the court and not in a good way. Okay, so we could help him. I think a little bit of extra opinion is nice. Maybe we do need the prestige. No, we'll help you. We'll show a little bit of kindness. And it looks like we're having a debate about the 2nd generation again. So what direction do we want to go in? I think a little bit of extra prestige right now because we don't have much else going on. Or I would have diablerized them if I had the chance. We'll take the dread. You know what? I think Missy will be a little bit on the nose, perhaps. Let us begin the meeting and let's just hope it can go okay. Nothing special, Well, that's nice. We get some diplomacy experience. I'll take it. And we can actually pick up a perk. Nice. And same deal here for stewardship. Okay, a little bit of extra experience, which we're trying to work towards that right now. And now our sheriff has a average plan. Okay, this would increase our overall control of one of our provinces. Okay, there's a 10% chance the masquerade exposure could increase. You know what? I think it's worth it for the controlled populace. Yeah, a useful scheme. And of course, education. So I think we'll try and educate you ourselves if we can, ideally. And it seems that our court mentor has a good plan. Laying back for a year, Pecs, no, that's not a great plan. No, sorry buddy. And our Scourge has a good plan to deal with masquerade breaches. You know what? Yeah, actually, let's do that because we were getting a little close there. Our prestige is right on 0 now though, which ain't great. We can cover up the masquerade a little bit further and it's not going to cost us much more other than maybe blood. I'd say that was worth it. And we did have to use a little bit of stress there. Okay, so first of all, diplomacy perk. What do we want to pick up? Groomed to rule. So that would give our childer some extra skills. We could try and befriend, firm hand, benevolent intent. It's our sway power, or thoughtful. I think we're going to go for groomed to rule because, yeah, increasing their skills overall I think is going to be worth it. And it might only be by a small amount, but they're free points. Ooh. And we do have a hook on you, don't we, Dario? I think we're gonna knock up your taxes. Yeah, we'll use that hook because otherwise it'll disappear. And education tempted by rebellion. Ooh, okay, so Fures. You know what? I'm okay with it because we may end up leaning towards the faith ourselves. Sure, we will allow it to be. And finally, let us introduce Dante into kindred society. A friendly vassal. Ferdinando. Let's see. You're getting along rather well. Okay, I will take that prestige gladly. Yeah, glad that you two are getting along. And we have a secret here. Viorica has accused my grandchild, Dima, of having an affair with Gautier. Well, that's okay. We're fine with that. But it's a secret we will keep in mind. And finally, an end of the education. Dante, you've done pretty well, I might say. Oh dear. Rats gathering. It seems as if Count Gregor has denounced me, citing my rivalry with his nephew, the vile King Vensal Ricard. My enemies appear to be multiplying. Well, that is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? A flock of sheep, yes. Now, Dante, 21 learning, very nice. Unfortunately, not the same belief system as us, so we can't immediately put you in as our court mentor. But kind of tempted by it. Fire and fury, sacred lies, sanctioning false conversions. I mean, they accept witchcraft and pretty much everything else. Infernalism is shunned, okay, but everything else is accepted apart from witch hunting. Good. Diablerie is accepted. Well. Now we just need to try and find a way to convert, because we aren't going to be able to do it the easy way. Because converting this way, it's more than a little expensive. The easiest way for us to be able to do it, I believe, will be by having a spouse that is of that faith, because then we can just adopt faith this way. At least it seems to work that way. So Verbus still needs to go. Okay, and I did have an idea again. To try properly this time, to teach him a discipline, which would involve us giving him our blood. So, choleric resonance, it's going to be choleric no matter what. So unfortunately, we're going to be losing a bit of experience here. But, well, we'll be helping ourselves out in the long run here. So, what's it going to be? We will say supernatural strength. It's going to make him more powerful. Or we could go celerity for kind of more speed and whatnot. You know what? Let's go for that option. And I trust that it went well. Yeah, I mean, seemingly. So let's have a look at you. Do we have an option to summon you yet? Not exactly. We really should be able to now. I mean, yes, you see our faith as hostile, but that shouldn't make a difference. I think we may just have to try and do this the old-fashioned way and just go for a murder. For we don't seem to be able to do too much as of yet using our powers. Now his Scourge, if we could get him to agree, now that would make a big difference. So, a Mesmerize may just be able to do that. This is going to take 3 years to occur, so I think we can try it. Ooh, okay, and there are some hunters here. Let us crush the mortals. Let's see where they're actually trying to show up. Oh, there's 21 of them on Malta? Really? Oh, I feel kind of a little sorry for them. You're gonna make me spend a lot of gold just to sail over there. We don't actually need to send all of our troops, but unfortunately, we've already committed to it. That is, well, it's gonna be what it is. Murder en route. Okay, explore the plains yourself. We will do it for a little bit of stress. I'm fine with that. And what shall we do? We'll take the extra stress. We are just gonna have to deal with it. And we shall enforce our demands, and let's have a look at you. Your prowess is great, but that's all going to go away when we, well, get rid of you. And that is actually going to help us with stress. We could ransom you. Oh, for just a hook? No. We shall, let's see. Burn you at the stake? Yeah, I'd say that that's a good one. That helps us get a little bit lower. Thankfully, we do actually have some other prisoners who we can now give a similar fate to. And just a little beheading over here. Wonderful. We're looking much better. And let's go and disband. Oh, okay. Someone joined the scheme. One of his childer. Intriguing. Okay. And that's just boosted it up by a significant amount, although the secrecy has changed considerably. Unfortunate. Dominating time. Okay, so let's have a look then. We want our stewardship to be as high as it possibly can be. So we're going to go and bump that up by 5. Okay, very good. Oh, and that gives us a 94% chance to get this to work. Okay, I like those chances. Yes, now what do we want you to do? Let's see. We've got the dominate hook on you. Can we use that to get you to join this? If we use a hook, well, it knocks down 100, but he really, really doesn't want to. So then, kill my enemy. Okay, he would start a murder plot against him. I like it, because then we should just be able to drop it. Okay, he has started a murder plot against him. Okay, so then I think we should be able to just finish off our own one. Abandon that scheme, and we know that there is a scheme going on. A scheme in which Verpus's own Scourge is going to try and murder him. Now, that's probably still going to take a considerable amount of time, but it is a way forwards. Who would have thought that the biggest challenge that we face will be trying to end an alliance that has long since served its use? Let us hope in the next that Missy can free herself of these ties. As coin flows back into the coffers, Rome shall grow, and with it so too shall Missy's influence over all of Italia. And with every war, she gets closer and closer to Cain. I think that her brother has held on to the power of the house for long enough. It's time to reset that control. And for Missy, as the firstborn, will direct the destiny of the Bavents going forwards, night after night. It's time to leave the old ways, the old beliefs behind. Missy is a new monster now, one that shall make her mark on the night. Legionnaires, I would like to thank you for joining me for yet another episode in Crusader Kings 3, where, well, that map is looking a little better. Yet we still have moves to make and a kingdom to create. I'm excited to see what the knights have for us next. And I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.